Hello, friends. This is Scott, and it's the 1st of May, and we get a little bit of a break between the spring planting season and the summer vegetable season, which will not start until probably the end of May down here. We're about a little over 6,300 feet above sea level, and the temperatures can fluctuate drastically. We've had a couple freezes even in the last couple days. So, there'll be more, so we don't want to be planting those summer vegetables too soon or I'll lose them. But that gives me time to 3 to 4 weeks to get some projects done around here that are just basically maintenance. The worst things to do, my least favorite things to do, but yeah, we're going to get going. I showed you a little bit of the city property. I was able to mow that and get that all figured out. And I'm just going to show you kind of a walkthrough. And this video is all about the front yard, and then we'll talk about the backyard in another video. But the fruit trees have lots of grass inside the rings, and so I'm going to have to get in there and clean all those things out. That's my least favorite job of anything. But yeah, they're getting infiltrated. And as you'll see later in the video, I've got to do some more aggressive tactics to get this grass out of here because, it's been established for 3 or 4 years now, and it's really getting really hard to get rid of. So I'm going to have to remulch, basically get in there and put cardboard down again, and then mulch over the top and try to smother the grass because the roots are too much. Even watering the trees thoroughly, I couldn't get the grass out. But let's take a look at the side of the property. And again, these are areas that I very rarely get to. And so it's time to make this place look a little better. And, again, I've got a month still working on the wall project and other, building beds and things, but we'll talk more about that again in another video. But I'm getting a lot done. But along this fence line, I did find some very noxious weeds, and we have a gopher that I've got to take care of. So I'll show you a little of that action. But the raspberries, looking over the fence, I've got lots of weeds in there too. And I'll talk about those more next video. Or the next time I'll probably have a couple of videos in between. But yeah, the raspberries are doing good. So hopefully we get a crop this year. So those are all second-year canes there. And but I did clean up this fence line. And I do like to just kind of pile grass clippings and all the weeds I pull just along the fence just to help smother. But yeah, I've got to get rid of all this. This stuff's nasty stuff. I don't even know what it is, but it's everywhere. So yeah, I've got to get on that. And let's take a stroll around to this side, and I've got more tall grass there. I'm going to be getting rid of all that, but that'll be, again, I'll show you how that looks. I did get to that. And then this flower bed that I did the edging, and that's comfrey, and I'm going to be moving the comfrey. You saw that I started a comfrey bed in the back, and I'll be moving that there. But I do have lots of grass that have infiltrated this bed too, so I've got to get in here and get this all weeded out. Tulips are still pretty. I mean, most of them are spent, but there's still a few coming up. And the deer have not eaten them, surprisingly. They've nibbled, but usually the deer are into this more. And I was lucky. I've got some pretty tulips there. Again, they're not organized. They're just kind of there. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, I got a lot of weeding to do there. And then this area, the bindweed hasn't taken off yet, but I've got all that wall block, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put that. And I'll use that wall block for edging. So, but yeah, this is my least favorite stuff, and it's time. And I have a little bit of a break between planting, and I've got to get a lot accomplished. And you'll see in this video I did get quite a bit done. But yeah, just all hands and knees and pulling weeds. It's the glamorous side of homesteading. But yeah, once I get this done, though, I mean, again, I'll probably have to do it again later in the season. But it is nice to know that when I do put all my focus in the summer vegetable garden, this area should be still looking fairly decent, so I won't feel that pressure. Again, we're in regular mowing season, so I've got to mow once a week at least, and so I've been doing that. So I've been mowing. I think I've mowed 3 times so far. So city property I've mowed twice. So yeah, a lot of fun. And again, I'm not going to show you a ton of the working action. I'm just doing little clips, so you kind of get the hint at what it was all about over the last week. I did change my work schedule, so I'm not working 3 graveyards anymore. I've cut my hours down a little bit. I'm working, basically from 7 p.m. to 11, 3 nights a week, and then I do one 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I found that I've got a lot more energy. So every day I can tackle a project. Before, when I was doing all those graveyards, I was not productive. So, yeah. Well, here's a look at this bed, all weeded out, and it's looking pretty good. And there's the fly trap, and we don't have many flies at the house yet. So, again, we have them at the chickens, but not up here. But yeah, here's those noxious weeds that I got to get going on. So it was time. And again, this is all going to be, the raspberries are all kind of bushy anyway, so you really can't tell what's what. But yeah, it looks better. with all that crap out of there. So yeah, that was nasty. It's spiny stuff. I don't know what the deal is, but the gopher there, I'll show you more about that. But yeah, it's coming, and it was nice to get this part of the yard looking a little bit better because it is the most visible from the street. So, and it's the busiest street that runs down the north side of my property. But yeah, it's not perfect, but looks better. And here's that gopher. And I'm going to try to give you a camera shot of what the holes look like, so bear with me. It's not the greatest. Trying to get a cell phone camera in here. But yeah, you see they always have a couple tunnels, so you got basically two ways that gopher can go. You don't know where they're at. Or is he on the city side or is he on my raspberry side? And he did kill some of my raspberries. But here's a basic trap if you've never seen one. I'm going to show you a little bit of this. I've done videos on how to set traps, and I've been pretty successful, but that's a set trap. And when they hit that little lever there with dirt, it snaps them, and usually their body is midway through the trap when they hit that, and it catches them, and then you're able to get them. So yeah, I set up a trap going both directions because again, we don't know which way the gopher is coming from. And I'll show you a few glimpses here. This is later the same day I set the traps, thinking sometimes I get lucky and I'm able to get them. But yeah, just put a board over the top just to hopefully keep the dirt out of it. And yeah, looks like one of the traps is snapped. The one going to the city property, nothing. So we're good there. So he's on the other side. So I know where he's at this point anyway. And yeah, he's buried the trap, but he just snapped it. He did not get caught. So got to dig that hole out again and reset it. And let's take a look again the next time. And let's see what we got here. It looks like that the trap going into my property is not triggered, but the trap going from the city is triggered. So let's see if I was lucky. But usually when you have traps buried, that means you did not get them. They just basically piled dirt on it and snapped the trap and nothing. So, yep, I was not successful in getting that gopher on this one. And I'll show you the other side. Yeah, he didn't. So that's weird. I thought he was on the other side. So there may be a couple. We'll see. And here we go. I tried another time to take a look, and both traps were not snapped. So, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Now, these traps are several years old, and the springs may not be really sturdy, so I might have to get some new traps. But yeah, the fight's on for that one still. I got to get him because he is killing my raspberries. Well, here's the side of the yard that I never do anything with. This is over on the south side of my driveway. And yeah, I just mow it, and it's got a lot of gravel. The previous owner dumped gravel here, and it's just a mess. And I'm gonna, I'll show you in future videos. I'm gonna make this a gardening area also. But I do have some border along the fence line that the previous owner put in, I guess, and it's just a weed fest. And then those are my the first berry bushes I put in. I've got elderberries and goji berries and some raspberries there. So I've got to get that in there and get those weeded out too. And so I was able to accomplish some of that. Now, I did get to the trees and got in here and, again, hands and knees. And I found out that even after I watered, I tried to do it one day and it was just way too dry. So I took a day off and just watered heavily. Came back, still no good. So this is the first time I've not been successful in being able to get all the grass out. So yeah, I've got to do some, do some more mulching and cardboard and to smother that grass out because it's just a nightmare. I think I've been pretty good on the bindweed. I mean, there'll be some bindweed in here, but I think overall I'm on top of that anyway, at least unless it's just early enough in the season that the bindweed really hasn't taken off, which definitely could be the case. So we'll see. Stay tuned. But yeah, it looks okay. I did, mow a little bit, and I, did pull some of the weeds and got them down to where at least manageable. But yeah, it won't be until I have more cardboard. I've got the cardboard I get now from my work. I need to use it to make the new bed on the side. I'll be giving you a hint of that. But yeah, then when I get extra cardboard, I'll tackle that project. But here's a barrel that had who knows what's in it, but it's been sitting there for 4 years. But there is irises in there, and it's been neglected. And again, I don't have a sprinkling system here, so it gets watered when it gets watered. But yeah, it's just a mess. So I did get a shovel, and I was going to tip it over, and too heavy. It's been there for too many years. And so it's I had to loosen up everything with the shovel to be able to get in here and to see what I could salvage. And I will put some annual flowers here. So I need to start adding some flowers to my yard. It's it can't all be vegetables, but yeah, got in here, and there's an iris, and I'm going to show you. That's a rhizome or whatever they call that, but it's interesting how plant roots are. But yeah, there's a few in there, and I was able to get a few to transplant somewhere else. And yeah, and we're going to be able to plant those, and hopefully they'll survive. I mean, if they can survive in a barrel with total neglect, they should be able to survive. Here in the new bed I put over by the fence, by the raspberries, and that's in the front side yard. So yeah, I did plant them there, and just had enough and got them all watered in. So we'll see. Again, fresh manure, pretty fresh. So I don't know how that's going to do, but well, yeah, we'll see. It's all free, so whatever. If they die, they die. But here, I did come over to the stump. You know, they cut down that tree before I bought the property, I think the year before. And it's just been a mess. And I don't know whether I'm going to burn it or whether I'm going to cut it down and use it as like maybe a stand for a bird bath. You know, maybe build a planting bed around it and put flowers. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may just burn it. We'll see. But I did get the grass out of there, so it looks a little better. This thing is a flush with mushrooms every year. It's too early yet, but yeah, it's pretty amazing how many mushrooms come up around that old willow tree. But we're back to the side yard, and that's that edging that I got in there. So I was able to dig that out, and again, it's repurpose, reuse here, and it's not my favorite edging. I don't like using this kind of stuff. It never stays straight. It's just kind of a mess. But if it's free, I'm going to use it. So there we go. That's how much I got dug out of there, and then I can clean up along that fence line now. And there's it all laid out. I'll probably put it over here. I think I'm going to put my squashes along this in the backyard. But again, that'll be, I've got more work to do, and I got to finish that before I do my backyard video, because I've accomplished a lot, but I still got another week and a half probably worth of work. So, but there we go. Looks better, not great, but there's a hint at the new bed, cardboard and manure. And I'll be bigger and bigger as I get more cardboard and can go out in the pasture and collect more manures. Again, this is kind of, I'm using fresher manures to get started. I went through organic matter. So this year it may not be great, but, next year it'll be awesome. Now, the least glamorous area was my garbage can area, but I even got into there. There's lots of gravel in there, but I think that'll be a good place to put my, rhubarb maybe, or if I put my horseradish, because horseradish spreads. But here's the damage I've done to my hands. I think I hinted on the last video that my hands are very tender and tore up, but nothing, a little duct tape won't cure, and got to keep on keeping on. So anyway, well, thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned. I'll show you what I've got accomplished in the back when I get her done. Thank you.